Kia ora, ko Sharon Holt tōku ingoa. My name's Sharon Holt, the author of Reo Singalong books. Whenever I'm writing Reo Singalong books, I'm usually trying to mix up a whole lot of things together, themes and sentence structures, and a couple of the other things I'm trying to add in are possibilities of actions, adding actions to it so that you can use actions with the children to make that learning bigger, and also as much as possible to do things that are outdoors to get the children and ourselves outdoors more often, away from screens, and not just being outside but also using Te Reo Māori outside, because that's really important. And if you do an audit of your use of Te Reo Māori, you might find that it's mainly used inside. There was a centre that we were at a year or so ago, and they had done an audit and found of where and when they were using Te Reo Māori, and it was mainly inside and mainly in the morning. So they started off well, but they weren't using it outside as well. So a couple of the books that I've done specifically with that in mind, and these aren't the only ones, are Whai and Taiao. So Taiao is about the natural world, so that means the natural world, the natural environment, and this is photographed by Rachel Hale McKenna at Matapihi Kindergarten, where they have a forest acreage next to their kindergarten that they use for outdoor play. So this is a lovely one about what did you do today, children, and they are saying that they explored the natural world. So doing this book with children, they played hide and seek, they crossed the bridge. It's very simple things, but it's a really good way to incorporate Te Reo Māori with the outdoors. They ran from the forest, they fed the eels, they played on the wobbly ropes, and you could easily set up wobbly ropes in any park near you. And also they played in the mud, so that's something that children love. They fetched water, and that was to clean themselves from the mud, I think. And then they looked at the insects, and then they looked and listened and sat and just sort of experienced the natural world all around them. So that's a really lovely one to encourage children to do that, and it's so important for us to be in the natural world as much as possible. It's actually really good for our souls. So I encourage you to make a commitment in 2020, in January starting off, and in February while the weather's still lovely, to be outdoors as much as possible and use as much of the reo that you've got outdoors. Now behind me you can probably see a playground, and this one is focused specifically on playground play, and this one's got lots of words for the different parts of the playground, and then the directional words about pikiake for climbing up the slide, and heke ho for going down. It's got words for going forward and back on the swing, ki mua, ki muri, and many playgrounds that you can go to around the place have all these things. This one behind us has a tunnel as well, so you can do the actions for the tunnel, either sing the song or say the words, and of course a bridge, which you can pretty much make out of anything. So if you took your children down to the playground, either at the school or the park, or you've perhaps got one of your own, and did this book, then end with a little picnic. It would be a really lovely activity to do with children on these beautiful summer days, summer evenings, and weekends, and some way that you could incorporate all of those things that are good for us. Normalising Te Reo Māori by using it outside. There might be other people around hearing you say some of these Māori words. You don't have to worry about trying to, be fluent. You're just using some of the Māori words and phrases in a specific environment, and going there with that in mind to a natural bush area, or on a bushwalk or something, with all those things in mind, and having the book with you perhaps, or just having notes written down, is the most wonderful way, I promise you, for you to incorporate all of that together. I hope you enjoy that. Love to hear from you if you do that. Ka kite.